Hi there everyone, it is currently the 8th of August 2012. Rob here with today's Western Pacific weather update. We're specifically talking about Typhoon Haikui, now a severe tropical storm actually being rated by the Japan Meteorological Agency. It did make landfall right around 00 Universal Time this morning. That's about 0800 China Standard Time here, at least on the East Coast. So early morning hours, the storm did make landfall, and it has already been causing a mess of problems. Over 370,000 people had to be evacuated near the coastlines here around Shanghai. Meanwhile, about 120 people were rescued through the overnight hours and in yesterday right near the coastlines as well due to rising floodwaters as the storm continues to push on shore. Now, what you can see off here towards the northwest coast is a big clear area. Well, that is high pressure aloft, and that is just going to stop the storm dead in its tracks, and unfortunately, going to be causing a very serious rainfall situation. As you can see here with the 72-hour outlook, these areas in the purples, that's indicating over 200 millimeters within the next 72 hours. In some areas up to about 250. You could even see about 350 to 400 millimeters in localized areas along China's east coast here as that storm stalls out and then rainfall continues to occur. Also, I want to show you down here towards the south that monsoonal flow hitting the Philippines. Even around Manila, you could be seeing an additional 200 millimeters. Please click the annotation up here in the top left or the top right of your screen. That's where you can find out our most latest video on the severe floods occurring across Manila. This update is going to mainly concentrate on Haikui, but what I can tell you is that over 50 deaths and climbing have been reported out here across the Philippines. Very sad story indeed. Nearly 90% of the metropolitan area has been submerged in water. If you do also go to the website and check out our Westpac Interactive Live update, there is a slew of information from various sources, and specifically our viewers and readers here at Western Pacific Weather on that information. But back to Haikui here, as you can see, that big blob right here that's already moving onshore, actually quite clear center of circulation forming up around this area, and that is where you're going to be seeing that heaviest rainfall just south of Shanghai. Although moisture still pumping onshore, will be hitting that metropolitan area, so urban flooding in some of the low-lying areas where there's poor drainage is going to be high at risk. So why is this storm stalling out? Well, once again, though, I said that clear area up there towards the north, that is a high pressure over here. Also have a high pressure aloft over the Sea of Japan. Both of these are going to be acting like a wall with this storm system, basically stopping it dead in its tracks. It's going to be lingering here over the next several days as it cannot really have anywhere to go. We usually follow the background flow well, at least at this point. It does look like it might slowly work off towards the north, but those high pressures in place are really going to keep it dead in its track. And here's another look from JMA's 24-hour outlook. You can see that high pressure off here towards the northeast, also the high pressure off there towards the northwest, both of them keeping that storm right in its place. And with that said, with it staying in place at least over the next several days, that southwest monsoon is also going to continue to push in from the South China Sea there, eventually wrapping around this storm that's really been enhancing that, causing those floods down there towards the south in the Philippines. But once again, though, eventually that storm will make its way off here towards the north. This is the general model consensus, just showing it stop basically dead in its tracks here, then eventually slowly working its way into that troughing between those two high pressures, one there and the one there. It's always going to run towards the low pressure. I always refer to tropical systems kind of like water flowing down a hill. Those high pressures are basically higher elevations. Low pressure would be a lower elevation. Those storms are going to want to run to the lower pressure, and that's really kind of what might happen here. So in the long run, Korea, you might see some heavy rainfall out of this, but I do assume here that most of the rainfall is going to be falling here across eastern China around Shanghai, and even around the Three Gorges Dam. I've seen some comments, people asking about that. That's going to be high at risk of seeing some very high flood levels as well here in the coming days. But that is all for right now, everybody. Thanks again for watching here at WesternPacificWeather.com. If you're anywhere along the China eastern coast, please share your pictures and videos with us here at Western Pacific Weather. Also, similar situation there in the Philippines. Also, a reminder, today we'll be on air at NHK World, so you can also follow me on there about 20 minutes after the hour. We'll be giving you weathercasts throughout the afternoon into the evening hours, not just here in Eastern Asia, but worldwide. And follow me on Facebook and Twitter at Robert Speta, or follow the website at Western Pacific Weather on Facebook and Twitter. So thanks again for watching, though, and please stay safe out there. Have a great day.